las plantas no, ellas no hablan de una manera, pues, como humana, ¿no? Te muestran las cosas.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sasha with the song that calls you home, and today we're continuing the conversation, diving deeper into the Shipibo culture and understanding different angles. And today's topic is dreams and visions in the context of dieta and context of working with ayahuasca. And we are gonna talk to Wexa Metsa and Macarena. And so I'm gonna move on to you guys. And what I've learned too from you is that when we were fleshing out the conversations and the topics and questions, and you guys mentioned that you actually thought that moving dreams before the visions were more important. And I found it really fascinating because I feel that sometimes in the West, we are a little bit too focused on the visions and we give less meaning to the dreams. But what I'm learning, and correct me if I'm wrong, that from the indigenous perspective, it's actually reversed. That the first come the dreams and then the visions, and then there's actually a connection between them, and there's a way to understand the concept, the process of communicating with plants with the continuity through the realm of dreams, connecting them to the visions. So, tell us a little bit more about the dreams and what they mean to you and how you navigate and understand them, and anything that you feel like we should know in the West, come into this tradition, come into this technology, come and understand and to work with it in a more meaningful way.
Amazing question and amazing topic, because this is something I myself also started to get into as get into the study of this field and really understanding how do we really communicate with plant energy if we are on dieta, or if we are following a healing process, or if we are just living in this world. How do we interact with life? And the jungle, especially in my experience, because I've been living there for a long time, is that dreams are a way of life. Everybody kind of knows very generally what the dream codes mean, And I love, what Washa does is he says, it's the universality of these codes, So sometimes he'll ask the motor car driver, hey, I had this dream, what do you think? Right? And they will tell you an answer because they already know. And I remember one of the women that helps us sometimes with some housework in the Pucallpa. She had a bad day one day, just many things that started to shocking events. And then she said, interesting that this day went like this. I didn't dream anything about it, I didn't dream anything that would forecast this kind of day for me, And she's not a curandera. She doesn't normally practice plants. She's just a normal, let's say, person from the jungle. But she asked herself that question, interesting. I didn't dream this, So dreams are a way of life. It's just how people in the jungle culturally are very connected to their dreams, I would say, because of the big plant medicine culture that we have, I would say. Now, when we go to the context of dieta, so the study of plants and the study of plant medicine, whether we are learning or we are healing, dreams will be one of the cornerstones for us to know what is even happening with our process. Where are we at with our plant spirit? Where are we at with our healing process? And not just for the patient or the student, but very equally important for the healer, for the one that it is directing this process. They will dream about what can happen in this dieta container that they are in charge of. Whether they're running a treatment or whether they running a study for someone, and this is across the board, I would say for everybody that does plant dieta, no, this is like so common. And yes, you're right. No, what happens is a lot of people are not aware of their dreams, or kind of just write down their dreams, but kind of gloss over them, no? And I was one of these people, no? And maybe we're waiting for the really shamanic dream, right? The dream that is like super like intense and powerful. And we miss on all the other dreams, which are really the way which plants are actually like have been communicating with us all this time, sending us the signs, putting the scenes for us, no? To interact, for us to get the information, do something with it, sing about it, ceremony, like really engage with all the symbols, all the information that the plants are giving us. Now, through our dreams is one of the main channels. And one thing that we say, I remember Olivia Arevalo told Wexa this phrase: "You're in diet. Your only single job is to dream. That's all you really have. There's nothing else to do. You just have to dream." Nothing more than that, which I think really speaks to when we are in our waking time, no, the whole purpose of the fasting, restrictions, the isolation, how all of this is body in a mode so that it can rest. No, the mind is not like 1,000,000% out there, although we feel it like very strongly. No, but we start getting into a mode where the body, but then we start connecting to the subtle realms of spirit, no, of other energetic dimensions. And this is when we start falling into the dreams, and we're dreaming. And that's where we're really talking with the plants. Now, a lot of the times we see a lot of Westerners, no, say like, I'm talking to the plant, no? But the question is, okay, how is this happening? No, how is this happening? How do you know you're talking to the plant? And what we want to bring here is the wisdom, the ancient wisdom that provides, I think, a lot of people with very solid grounding and discernment. No? Especially this happened for me, no, because I see all these people talking to the plants, and then, or communicating with the plants, connecting with the plants. And I remember, like, I asked someone, like, how does this happen? How do I know? Like, I'm with the plant spirit. How do I know? And it wasn't really who could explain this to me, and the dreams being one of the main channels where we really get the most unbiased information, that where our mind is really not there. We are resting, we are connected to our other realms, when we're dreaming, and that's where we really get to be in the dream realm, in the dieta space, in communication, and all that is happening.
Yeah, very beautiful. Well, me, from my side, it's something that we, grew up with, hearing my mom, my sister, my aunties, my uncle, all my relatives, sharing their dreams in the morning, and looking for translations, and there is always their grandmother or grandpa, bringing the interpretation for them, So they will say, "Hey, you gotta be careful. Don't go alone, into the forest, Oh, for you, it's preventing, So, there is codes, So, what I understand, about dreams is it is a language. It's the universe, plant spirit, God, great, God creator is taking care of these beings in this world, in this dimension. But we gotta learn this code, So there is levels, So the most common ones, that everyone about. But when we get into the study of plant medicine, or when we get these blessings from grandparents, that'll be, we are going to get this stamp special one, no? That is that our dreams, are gonna give this power of our dreams to have this to be more meaningful, which means it is going to be really the guide. So we are going, this is why I love, the way how it's a way of life, so for us it's going to be very important, so we grew up with that. But but when I start dieting the plantas, I think in here it changes everything because it had a direction. It was not only myself, but the plantas. It was me and the plant spirit communicate. Wow, that was. I think I love the most this interaction, like how the plants, how the plants, they can interact with humans. The plants, they really talk, they really know. So I start to feel that they know things that we are not aware of. So, and that they have a really big technology or big wisdom for us. This is why I love, I share always, wow, they have the manual, so it's like they have the manual, no in the sense of how we work, how our mind work, how to use the words, how to use how to be here, how to behave, how to bring out all these personalities that we have as a human. And so wow, it's this school. I remember grandmother Olivia, the late Master Olivia, saying, the moment you enter into the University of the Plantas, it's when you dream. So I was always very excited, waiting, to go to bed, to enter into the university, and it challenged you. So I think that's something really loved, because I myself defined or classified in the beginning that I had some addiction, but even those things, I felt that my grandmother didn't care that I have I have to really be select, to enter into this dieta. No, he just shared to me, she just shared to me, hey, at least in this time, you gotta behave this way. That's it. And that was the thing, because it was like entering into a game. And this is what I love the most, because I really was interacting. Whatever I was doing, the plant will respond. Whatever I will do wrong, let's say, in the dream will respond. Even there is level of dreams, there is levels of dreams, especially when we are studying this one. So this is what is gonna make me fall in love, or no one wanting to leave. This is why I stay forever till now. So we fell in love in there. There is a beautiful gentlemen's, there is castles, there is, it's just a world like in here, so it has everything: rivers, mountains, animals, people, there is sheep, there is everything in it. So I start to knew. And something that I would love to share in here is I was dieting, and then I stopped, then I having a break, then dieting again. And something that it was the most, to me, incredible, I would say, I got to see in times that I got to see in the previous dieta. So I get to him wow, this is actually I'm seeing the same castle, I'm seeing the same person. And then till the point that I got to see that these people in that world, they get to die as well. They get accidents. So what? So I'm like, wow, so this is actually a world. No, there is like people living in here. These energies. No, so I got to that level. This is why I'm saying there is less, and 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 they gonna bring these gifts for you. More you study, and then you really know. We talk about how we know where we at is because of the gift that they are going to bring to us in the dreams. No, they're gonna tell us who we are, things like that. There's so many things happening in there that, of course, this is why this is a language that we need to learn. Not because you are sheep people. This is something I say always as a sheep people. I know the language, but I really never got to understand like full. No, and also to decode these dreams and visions. No, I myself like no what it means like a crocodile dancing. No? Oh, I don't I didn't know how to translate that, but no grandparents they know always bring in and always very like making so uh, that's not a language that we need to learn, and we will really guide ourselves, and they even gonna bring more no more, and you like as a protagonist in here in this material world, but bringing the meanings from the spiritual world and all these beings there. You get to meet all these like dimensions. No, you get even to the divine world. No, the angels appear to you. You get to know about all these elements, the sun, the moon. No, like that this is really a planet, a world. No, the most pure space where all these angels, soldiers are living, and that you are part of them. No, so and that you came here. No, like you get to know. It makes sense of what you're doing in here, but you see the dreams in the dream world. There is a lot of a lot happening, and we really get to interact and communicate with them, and from there is where we are going to get this philosophy or beliefs, and medicine, and also this like sensitivity. We will understand more about it, and also at the same time we will like really know about this world, how this world is built, and then we know how to navigate, when to like invoke this, that, here, there. So when to do this, when to jump in here, when to open this. So they really order. So because the dreams are a way to track. We built a story in there. So the most important thing is to track your study, especially when doing the dieta. Tracking is one of the most important, no? So, and you can really know that there is a sequence in this a world, so and then when you come here, so you live with this. So it's like you have here a house, you have here a family, but when you don't go into the ayahuasca, and or just to bed, they start to come to visit you, so you enter into this world and you are there, so this is how I understand, is the dreams.
And is there a way that do you write them down? What's the way that you track your dreams? So like I understand that there's a continuity that's happening, right?
Oh yeah. So we can explain it. First, we always say it's a very good habit for the dietero to journal their dreams from the night before, and we always explain, especially in the dieta context. We're in the dieta context. It's a very special container. It's different, a little different when we're outside. We're not in the dieta context, But when we're in the dieta context with the master plant, actively training or healing, we write the dream from the night before, and then we are aware. One thing that we have to be aware is that throughout our process, the dreams have an arc of progression, where we go from like there are dreams that are super calming at the beginning, no? What we call chaotic dreams, no? This is like, okay, I'm like at the supermarket and I'm like, no, eating a slice of pizza, right? Not the food that I'm eating, no, or my car's not working, like things that are super mundane, really like that, no. But it's like, hey, something not quite working, or I'm eating unconsciously, no, because we're not yet in the dieta mode, no. We're still like putting our body on the mode, and once we start being on the mode and we're more focused, more concentrated, everything about us is here, present and now in the dieta, the dreams start to change. So we start dreaming about people that we know, no? So we say plants come to us as people that we know, mom, dad, partner, no? We dream about landscapes, no? See like very beautiful landscapes, and that means, oh, our dieta is going really well because the land beautiful, right? But if there was some, I don't know, dirty water, right? We would say, okay, that means something about my body. Probably I need to clean something, right? Or some work to do. I see, no? And we progress like this. Dream about, there are many, I would say, markers or indicators that are like flag posts for what we should look in our dieta. But for example, house, we say it means your body. Your body. So depending on the state of your house, we can see what's the state of your body. And sometimes when you're in dieta, you dream about a house in construction, right? Because you are working on your energy body, right? You can dream about your house that's like totally dirty, right? And you say, yeah, right. Yeah, I know, like I have stuff to clean out, to work through. And then as you progress, you will see that your house is basically a mansion, or you are moving to another new house because you are like totally upgrading your life, right? Your life, your everything. And it's going to be represented in that way. And if you dream about that, you can say like, wow, I see we're making progress. Yep. Making progress. That's the report that's coming through, no, of the plans about how we're doing, no. Then we dream about our vehicles. We have a vehicle, right? Sometimes we dream we're in the passenger seat, but we usually say as we progress in our dieta, we want to start taking leadership, no. So then you end up dreaming you're driving the car. Okay, so we're progressing, right? What if the car then has a leaky, I don't know, engine or a flat tire? Oh no, we did something. And this is what we mean, because sometimes in your mind, it was just okay, or you didn't even think twice about it. But the dream will give you the information that something must be tweaked, something must be fixed, or something you have to be change something about how you are approaching your dieta, behavior, or your food, or whatever, because the plant's already telling you, no? So I remember some of the cases that I will say a personal case of mine, no? Because then we start dreaming about our plant spirits that come to us as lovers, no? As people that we fall in love with in our dreams. It's like super beautiful. And I was dieting at that moment, Chirixanango, and he was coming to me as this like beautiful man, totally dreamy, gentleman. I was like, oh my God, I'm so in love with this man. And then at one point in the dieta, I got a little too social, and maybe talked too much, right? And at that point, that night, this beautiful man just like came to me crying, so sad, because I had humiliated, because I just totally didn't pay attention, went off to be with another person instead of him. He felt so cheated. And I was like, no. And so because I had that dream, I knew it was because I was being too social. And so imagine if we didn't know that and we just had that dream, we didn't know that that was an indicator for us to change our behavior, to focus more, to hone in more in the process, right? Everything in the dream is telling us about if we're, yes, going on the right track, or something you need to do here to focus more. No, so it all comes like this. So we start getting these markers of progress, no, Also, like another thing is we're watching a beautiful show, and we go from being the person watching to the artist in the stage. No, so all these also trackers of going from watcher to leader. No, going from like small vehicle to really cool vehicle, going from not very clean house to mansion, going from starting to buy new clothes. No, all these codes are telling us, hey, you are merging with the plant. You're doing a good dieta. You're connecting with the energy. You're connecting with the plant spirit. It's all beautiful. It's all good until we get to the higher level connections. So that's the arc. Chaotic, then we start getting these indicators that we are progressing, with all the codes that traditionally are given, to finally we get these high level connections. So we get to dream about, for example, castles. We get to dream about royalty, that we are like, in this like ancient castle. We get to dream that we have like super amazing skills. We get to dream about politics. Remember, you have about being leaders, about meeting a boss in a super in a business. Like we are now elite, let's say. In the dream, all this imagery will come.
Yeah, and that is measuring, the amount of like energy, medicine. That you are, as a dietero or student of certain plant, so it is like giving you all of this, so the plant, this is why I say the plant is never gonna come. You're trying to meet the plant, you're never gonna meet the plant. The plant is there already as a gift. This is how it is showing up. It is like appreciating what you're doing. So, and then as Mike is saying, we're waiting for the plant, but the plant is never gonna come. It may come, it comes, but the thing is, it's already there. So the last thing will be just like really having the guards, what we call in Spanish the centinelas, getting the crowns, so
Getting gifts.
Yeah, no earrings, rings, and but what that means, so it's a very, very, a cushy meaning. Just like in here when we get a ring, so it's like giving a ring, to my lover. It's like wow, it means that.
Deep relationship commitment.
Exactly. And that's not how the plantas are going to show up. But the plantas are not just going to give us, like because you've just been dieting. No, they watch everything. They're tracking you, they're seeing you, they know everything about you. And if it's the time, they will show up as with those like higher elements or energy medicine, as it is the rings, crowns, but if not, they also know, just like us, in here we just we also like, okay, we need to get to know a little bit more, see the plantas, but how we know it in the dreams, through the dreams we follow that. So how beautiful it is that, so beautiful. There is massive, like to talk about dreams is just like talk about itself, spiritual, not the spirit, like what it is, the spiritual world and who they are. So it's massive, it's vast, so it's like there is a lot in there.
And one thing that I also wanted to add is that there are categories of dreams also, like in terms of vividness. So we have dreams that we kind of go to bed and have a dream, and when we're in diet they are like more powerful. And then we have dreams that are very like lucid, very where your body really feels like it's entering another dimension, like and you feel like very, like it's very vivid that you are really entering another dimension. We are in a different state, really. Our body has a different sensitivity. And then there are dreams that we call so you dieted very long term, you have a full diet, and then during the daytime, you can get in this like dream state, trance mode, that you can see like an apparition, And that's what the ancients really called like meeting spirits in the here and now, no? Because they had these very vivid apparitions that utter the word, utter the phrase, and that no, and that's how they saw spirits like the Chaikuni, the invisible people of the forest, no, or other spirits that are in the forest. So with these very in these very sensitive states that they get to cultivate with isolation, with fasting, with all the processes that they go through. No, so this is why we say now imagine if people are in this level of dream state, no, then that's why there is an ancient format of dieting where the ayahuasca ceremony was beginning, middle, and end. No, that's one of the ancient ways of dieting. No, not the only one, no, but it was one of the ways that was available for people to diet. Used to do it that way. They could say, I just want to have the 3 ceremony diet, no? The beginning, middle, and end. And then the dream. They were in the dream. Yeah.
Yeah. Really focus on the dreams. Also, that's something wow. It just like how we know. Like I remember when I was dieting these 90 days with grandmother Olivia, and she was about to. She opened a 90 days for me dieta, and then she said, "I just gonna go. No, I was just gonna go home. No, so I was in a space, and then I was like, what? But I'm alone here. You're leaving me. But then in my thought that she's leaving, so then I can no, I can eat. No, she's not gonna be here, so I can cheat on this. No? But before leaving, she said to me, "So I'm gonna come back like in 2 weeks. No." And just make sure, you write down some of your dreams. No, it's not important if you dream every day or not, but like some of your dreams, I would love to know some of your dreams. No, because through your dreams, I will get to know what you've been doing. No, so that's something that. Oh, and then she said the last thing she said to me. So don't try to do anything, no, because the plantas, they're just watching you, no, 24 like hours, no, even if your dreams, like no matter where you're trying to hide, they're watching, they're gonna watch. Wow, that was like, oh my god, I was thinking to cheat, no, in my diet. I was like thinking about mangoes and things like that, but no, I just like that kind of like traumatized me in a good way, you know? And yeah, no. So another and I remember that that's the moment that my relationship, no, with dreams, it really, no, like become more solid. Like it is really real for me. It is really true. And no, the information very solid on how it really, no, comes, no, to a dietero. And no, also there is something very beautiful that Maca was sharing about the apparition of these spirits, no, and no, in the form of human, but also in the form of animals. So this is the moment that we call, no, this is what we wait. So know how a spirit, or how we know that a dieta, it's conclude. How we know it's conclude, it's through the dreams, you know. So they may like, have they come in the form of a human or animal. So that's the moment, they are really gonna shoot this question, which is why you are doing this. This is the question that a traditional local dietero student waits for in his first dieta, or any dieta that is going to do with different plantas. Especially if he's working with different plantas, he's gonna wait for that certain planta for that question to come. No, when that apparition was happening, the rauati, this this is the domestication happens, when this apparition. Why this apparition? Because the planta itself, or the spirits telling, okay, now you have me. I'm here for you.
I'm yours.
No, I'm yours. No, I'm yours. No? So, and that's how locally here in the tradition we say, and we can define a person as a curandero. You really got this, but no having that. I mean, traditionally, it doesn't mean anything. It is still no, it's all very beautiful, no, and continuing, no, into this study of curanderismo. But this is just traditionally on how, no, this is why a last thing, no, my grandpa, I met my grandpa from my father's side when I was 21 years old, if I'm not wrong, and he said to me, "Hey, so do you drink ayahuasca?" And I say yes, because I was very young, no, for him. And he laughed at me. I said, "Yeah, I do." Huh? I don't think so, huh? Yeah, I do. I was. And then he said to me, "Okay, tell me your dreams, and I'm gonna tell you who you are." You know, so telling me that, okay, I don't like, because I was already people, like sharing medicine, no, sharing medicine to a community. So he was like, he told me this, no, and then I really can, I love that, I would say, in a way, no, like, you tell me your dreams, and I'll tell you, like, no, where you at, especially, or in this sense of like studying curanderismo, no. So that was very beautiful, no.
That's amazing. I actually have on that like a follow up to the dreams. So like I grew up, I'm from Eastern Europe, and so in our culture, my grandmother always owned what it was called like a dream book. So you would wake up from some kind of like a really vivid dream and you're like, oh, I dreamt about this. So she would open a book and start looking for the meaning. So there were like commonalities. So for example, you dreamt of a staircase. Were you going up or were you going down? Because that mattered. I dreamt about swimming in the water. Was the water clear or was the water muddy? Because, and so we knew about certain like common things, like the muddy water was like, and then was it clean? And were you like, was your hat submerged or was it above the water? So they're like different little intricacies that she would like study the book and to like understand the meanings. And so like, I don't know, actually, I've never really would be curious to know how that was developed based on whose knowledge. But like, so are there like commonalities, like you dream, so you've mentioned like the house or you've mentioned the vehicle. And I also wonder, is it different based on where you come from? So for example, whether you grew up in the jungle and is the language a little bit different because of your environment? And what surrounds you, and or you grew up in a big city, and is there like a different adaptation to what like people who come from the city would understand better? Is there like a commonality in terms of what you guys witnessed people have dreams of, like, you know, you've mentioned a vehicle, you mentioned a house, like is there like more of the common examples that you could think of?
Yeah. Great question. You know, we just finished our course about decoding plant medicine, decoding dreams, visions, and icaros. And it was such a beautiful journey because I would say, like, this is a great question that you open, no? Because in our experience, my experience, no, what I have seen is that the heteros, that's plants of the jungle, get this like very similar dream code. With the class, we saw that no matter who you studied with, because these were students that hadn't come dieted with Wexa Metsa, you know, had other teachers, but they were doing Master Plant Dieta, no, in the Shipibo way, let's say, and they had the same dream codes, like they had dreams that we could decode. You know, they were like coming up with the same common universal themes of the plant dieta, no? Even sharing dreams with us, and we were like, yep, that's a very common plant dieta dream. Or even post dieta, like when they're with this dieta, they start having dreams that have code. No, that's what I've seen. No, that's what I've seen, and it doesn't matter what lineage, matter like who you study with. I've seen it across people that come from different teachers, and it's like, yeah, the dream codes are there, the codes that we know. No, now, I think is very interesting what you're bringing, and I'm curious to see Wish's answer, because what we say is like everybody dreams, all human beings dream. Now, do other medicine traditions like can develop a different dream code, right?
Well, very very beautiful. No, this question. Yes. No, one thing I know is that this is universal. No, this is universal, and no matter from where you at, no planet. If you are from another planet, it may change, but no, in this planet, universal. It all works in a same foundation and base. No, so we may say, but we don't have that. No, it's not that you didn't have. It's just you don't know that that exists. No. So it's something universal, not that we all had. It is just in the jungle we find this because thanks to the mosquitoes, no, and we still have all this, no, hidden in the jungle, the spirits, the animals, no, like this is why we see this, you know, like all this knowledge.
The environment of the jungle was so intense that colonization wasn't that strong. And what Shamusa says, the mosquitoes were just like bothering everybody.
So no, thanks to all those energies, we still this medicine, this like these languages. This way of communicating with all the elements, nature, spirits. There's so many tribes, in the astral, in the cosmos. So, but one thing in here is this: depending of the same of the person. So, for example, I am from the jungle. I live in the Amazon. Of course, yes. I'm like I gonna dream about things that are familiar, to me, the environment where I live, of course, So, but this is just little things, little details, So if you are from another environment, it is just that little detail, that is gonna add into the dream. So now to understand bigger or better, it's that dream way to translate a dream. It really doesn't matter the detail. I would say some details doesn't matter, because what it matters is or how it's classified, at least on the way how I translate it or I understand, is that our categories. For example, there is certain scenes. A scene that is violence. And no matter how's the like specifically, if you bring like the detail, no matter what, but it's violent. There is violence in it, and that's it. And then another scene, it can be there is so much laughter. So no matter what is really going there, like the details again, so no matter. It is just one thing, one word: laughter. There is laughter. That's the category of laughter, the category of violence, the category of like knife, category of blood. But as you're saying, but the blood is coming, it's like you are bleeding or was somebody else bleeding, Important is the details, but later. But the most, I think the main thing, the first thing that is going to be like very important for to translate, it will be like to see like the meaning of the whole scene. And then we go into the details, and we of course we will see some differences from your environment and my environment, so just that, but this is universal, so unique, so like this.
So thank you so much for doing this and doing something that's never been done before. We really appreciate the your willingness and generosity to share with us. And thank you very much. We hope you join us next time for more topics.